California Democrats declare war on Doge, trying to stop Republicans from exposing their wasteful spending and outright corruption. Coming up, we'll tell you what they're doing and how we're fighting back and how you can help us hold California state government and federal government accountable. I'm Carl DeMaio, chairman of Reform California, a California state representative. And yes, I am now leading Doge California. This is an effort with a number of outside groups, outside of state government and local government, to do to California state and local government what Elon Musk and Donald Trump are successfully doing to the federal government, auditing every single government expenditure, looking at the budget, putting the screws to bureaucracy in order to save you money and to root out waste, fraud, abuse, and corruption. We're doing it in California, and we're going to need your help. In a moment, I'm going to tell you how California Democrats are mobilizing to try to stop Doge, and they're doing a lot of bullying tactics. They think that they can intimidate people who are involved with Doge into backing down. It's not just litigation, it is outright harassment. We'll get to that in a moment, but I want to give you an update on our efforts to Doge California. Go to the website, reformcalifornia.org, reformcalifornia.org, and you will find our top story. Reform California launches effort to Doge California. We are doing this in two ways. We are working with the federal Doge project, feeding them various leads on what they can do to look at federal dollars in California that are being misspent, like the high-speed rail project, as well as what we exposed a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, and that is billions of dollars being used in the federal Medicaid program here in California being given out to illegal immigrants for free taxpayer-funded health care. Those are just the two top ticket items of federal expenditures where we're asking Elon Musk and his team to audit, prod, and poke to hold California Democrat politicians accountable. So the first track is we're going and working with federal Doge. The second track is we are shining a light on state and local government spending through my assembly office. And until last Friday, I was on the Senate, the Assembly Budget Committee, and more information on that in just a moment. But we are also working with outside investigators and researchers. This is what this project is all about. We're hiring researchers and forensic accountants to go and file public records requests and do all sorts of exposés on what's going on in state and local budgets, where the money's going, contracts, grants, and we're uncovering a whole lot of misdeeds. But we can only do that with your help. So do a few things. Number one, share this website, reformcalifornia.org. Ask people to join our movement. If you're not already signed up, go to the bottom of the website. You can sign up to get our weekly email news update. Gives you all you need to know about what's going on in California news and politics. First name, last name, email, phone, and zip code. We also present all of the dirt that we uncover each week in that email wrap. First name, last name, email, phone, and zip code at the bottom of that website, reformcalifornia.org, and you will be part of this growing movement statewide to take back our government. Also, put gas in the tank, chip in a contribution. Top right button is contribute. We get no money from government. We get no money from dark super PACs, corporations, lobbyists. We are entirely funded by you, the grassroots Californians who want a better government. Chip in $5. That's all it takes. $5 a month helps us fuel this movement of recruiting candidates, training them, mentoring them, endorsing them, running them for office, and of course, doing our ballot measures, including the top priority ballot measure we have for 2026, California voter ID. So that's the website, reformcalifornia.org. Sign up and contribute. So here's the latest, how California Democrats are mobilizing to block Doge, to stop Doge, and it's all about intimidation. Here are a group of protesters in front of the Hawthorne, California SpaceX facility.
A loud group of protesters gathering outside SpaceX Hawthorne facility this afternoon, voicing their opposition to Elon Musk. The demonstration sparked by frustration with Musk's influence in business and politics, many of them accusing him of undermining American democracy.
And I came out here to support this protest against Elon Musk and Donald Trump. I think they are bringing a lot of damage to our country.
We're not here for an oligarchy. We are here for the people. And that's why I'm here, more than anything else. And I'm here because this is my country.
Okay. So they're protesting Elon Musk because he's leading Doge. Make no mistake about it. It's all about Doge. That's where he is focused. Doge, efficiency studies, rooting out waste, fraud, and abuse. And these protesters, these Democrat activists, they are being paid for and funded by dark money groups that get money from these grant programs. Guaranteed. They know that they're about to be exposed. They have been exposed. Billions of your taxpayer money funding their left-wing political causes. Now, I have no problem with a group exercising their First Amendment rights to go out there and advocate for their ideas. Even if I disagree with their ideas, that's their First Amendment right. But I'll be damned if my taxpayer money goes to fund these left-wing groups to engage in politics. And that's exactly what we have seen exposed by Elon Musk at the federal level. And that's what I exposed a week ago on the California State Assembly Budget Committee. It's why I was removed on Friday from that committee, is that we exposed a COVID-19 program that was laundering state taxpayer money to left-wing groups, 73 groups. We presented the list of 73 groups. We cited their IRS documentation, the websites that they have engaging in politics, the fact that they are not COVID-19 healthcare related or workplace safety related. They're nothing but political groups, and they're getting your state taxpayer money because I exposed the corrupt way in which California Democrat politicians, Gavin Newsom and the legislators, are misappropriating your state taxpayer money. They took me off the budget committee. More on that in just a minute. That's how they're trying to stop us from Doge in California. But the first part is bully, intimidate. They're trying to stop the exposure of their scam. Make no mistake about it. They're not protecting democracy. They're trying to cover up misdeeds. Here's another one, LA Times. Doge firings provoke heated confrontations, shouts of Nazi at Republican town halls. And it talks about Congressman Jay Obernolte from Inland Empire having a pretty heated town hall with several protesters showing up saying that he shouldn't be supporting Doge. Again, Doge is doing a great job of exposing wasteful spending. What do you have to hide, huh? Why are you showing up with your little handmade sign and your whatever, paraphernalia, garments that you've got, your hats and your little bells and your whistles and your bullhorns. You show up because you don't want people to know what's being funded with taxpayer money. Again, this is so transparent. And what we know is that there's widespread support for Doge and ferreting out waste, fraud, and abuse. So what they're doing at the federal level are these protests to bully Elon Musk, to bully members of Congress. We saw this in previous fights, whether it was over Obamacare. This is their tactic. Might makes right. Bully, and intimidate. In the state of California, they're suing Elon Musk, saying that he's not allowed to run Doge as a special government employee. Again, the law is not on their side. Every judge so far, thankfully, has supported Trump's ability to do Doge. It's taken time to make its way through the court system, but so far the Doge process continues, thankfully. Here in California, I announced that we were Doging California through the Reform California outside groups that I just mentioned, as well as my role on the State Assembly Budget Committee. And if you've missed the clips that we've had of the Budget Committee hearings and all that we've exposed, not just the COVID program I just mentioned that's funding left-wing political groups, that's just the tip of the iceberg. We exposed the fact that they were hiding budget deficits using Enron-style accounting, that they increased small business taxes while giving billionaires tax breaks in Hollywood. We exposed the fact that they are giving $9.5 billion in illegal immigrant healthcare subsidies through the state budget. They lied about the cost, the true cost of illegal immigrant healthcare to the taxpayer. They lied because they said it would be reimbursed by the federal government, and it's not. We have $8.5 billion of that $9.5 billion coming from the state general fund, not reimbursed by the federal government, which means that now 1 out of 4 Medi-Cal dollars in the California state budget general fund is being handed out to an illegal immigrant. 1 out of 4 Medi-Cal dollars in the general fund state budget for California goes to an illegal immigrant. This is absolutely felony criminal misconduct and misappropriation of funds. And as taxpayers hear, 1 out of $4 in the state general fund budget goes to an illegal immigrant for the Medi-Cal program, they are furious, particularly as they're seeing their taxes and fees increase. They have higher healthcare premiums that they pay for out of their private funds as just a Joe or Jane citizen, but we're seeing all this money flow to the illegal immigrants. So on Friday, I was taken off the budget committee. This is retribution. They're trying to silence me, bully me, stop me from asking questions. Here's how we covered it.
10-year bond yield, 4.13%.
By the way, this is KFTK.
All right. Thank you so much, Kelly. Assemblyman Carl DeMaio says he wants to Doge California, but he'll have a harder time now that he's lost his position on the state budget committee. DeMaio also knows his way around a microphone and has had his own podcast for years. He talked about his removal and why he thinks it happened.
I was a member of the California State Assembly Budget Committee, but that all ended at 5 o'clock on Friday when the Democrat Speaker, Robert Rivas, quietly issued a memo. 5 o'clock on Friday, when no one is at work, removing me from the State Budget Committee. Why? I was only on the Budget Committee for 4 weeks. I'm a freshman legislator. I'd only gone to 2 hearings, although I was very active at those 2 hearings in grilling state bureaucrats and exposing waste, fraud, and abuse. And that is why I was removed from the State Budget Committee. Now, I'm not the only one removed from committees. We had some other members of the committees, Republicans removed, 5 Republicans. Some of these other Republicans questioned high-speed rail. They questioned election integrity. They questioned all sorts of misappropriation of wildland fire funding. Consistently, they were shining a light. They were doing their job. But no. These Democrats know that we're doging California. And so they need to try to block us, thwart us, intimidate us, punish us, silence us. And I'll tell you this right now, not going to happen. We're going to double down, continue the course. Again, that's why I urge you, go to the website, reformcalifornia.org, sign up and contribute. Now, we're already starting to pay dividends. One of the issues that I raised was we pulled all of the rent payments for state office buildings. And we asked, why are these buildings vacant? Why are we even paying for state office buildings when Governor Newsom still has an order out there allowing employees to work from home? Gee, I would like to always work from home. I'm sure most Californians would like to stay home, but guess what? Yeah, we've kind of, had to wake up and go back to work. Oh, wow. Most of us went back to work in 2021. But not government employees. They've been at home dilly-dallying. Again, there are some good government employees. I don't want to paint with a broad brush, but come on, work from home. If we're going to let them work from home, we don't need to spend billions of dollars. And yes, it is billions of dollars in office space. If we're going to have those expenditures to have offices, then kindly show up to work. I know it's such a drag to actually have to get up and get out of your pajamas and go in and do work for the taxpayer. Oh my goodness, this is just terrible. Elon Musk did the same thing. He said in Washington, who's working from home? Let's get them to come in. If they don't want to come in, they're terminated. So we're already starting to see some impacts of just asking the questions about how much money are we spending on office space. And Newsom's office knew when my office requested that data that they knew exactly where I was going. And again, if we force them by shining a light to reform, that's part of the process. Save money, cause reform to happen. Look, if you want this sort of fight to continue, because they're attacking us, they're attacking members of Congress at their town halls. They're doing protests in front of Elon Musk's buildings, his headquarters. They've got lawsuits filed in federal court. They're not succeeding. They're taking me off the budget committee. They're taking other legislators off their committees, so we can't ask tough questions. We have a strategy to get around all of this. All of the opposition, the thwarting, the bullying, the intimidation of the Democrats in California to stop us from doging them and exposing their racket and their corruption and misappropriation of your hard-earned tax dollars. We have a plan, and we're sticking to that plan, but it requires that you help us out. So share this video, comment in the section below, give us your idea. Where should we be looking for wasteful spending? We're taking whistleblower tips. Go to the website, reformcalifornia.org, sign up, chip in a contribution, and share this page. Reform California launches effort to Doge California. Help us spread this movement. Help us overcome the bullying tactics and opposition that Democrats in California have thrown at us to try to stop us from doging California. Until next time, I'm Carl DeMaio, Chairman of Reform California and a California State Representative. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. But before you click away, please subscribe to this channel and click that notification button so you get updated when we post new episodes. Plus, like this video and share it with your friends so that we can help spread our message across the state. Reform California with Carl DeMaio is paid for by Carl DeMaio for State Assembly. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. But before you click away, please subscribe to this channel and click that notification button so you get updated when we post new episodes. Plus, like this video and share it with your friends so that we can help spread our message across the state. Reform California with Carl DeMaio is paid for by Carl DeMaio for State Assembly.